Happy game day, Railers fans. It's time for another episode of Railers Rundown. I'm Tim Foley. Well, the Worcester Railers took 4 out of 4 points last weekend against the Trois-Rivières Lions. They now head into another 2-game set with another divisional rival in the Maine Mariners coming up tonight at 7:05 p.m. for a night for Jake Thibault and Pink in the Rink tomorrow night for the Cup Crusaders, also at 7:05. I took the time today to catch up with Railers forward Blade Jenkins as well as Railers defenseman Christian Krieger. Standing alongside Railers forward Blade Jenkins. Now, Blade, a 6-goal weekend for you, back-to-back hat tricks. First, just talk about the weekend. What was going through your mind all weekend up in Canada?
It was a big weekend. The big divisional points on the line. You're getting to that stretch of the year where every point's important. So I think that was kind of the main focus going into the weekend is get 4 points. We did, and happen to have a little personal success as well. But I think team success is what matters most. So.
Talk about your game this year, what this season's meant for you, being on an ECHL contract and playing for this Railers team and having the success that you've been having.
I think it's just kind of building my game as a whole. I've had a lot of good talks with Bob and Smo, and just building and keep building and progressing in the right direction and playing a full 200-foot game, and it'll lead to success on both the defensive and offensive side of the puck.
It feels like this team as a whole is really progressing as of late. As you mentioned, 2 big wins up in Trois-Rivières this weekend. What's the sort of attitude been around the locker room with how the team's been moving this season?
We have a great group of guys. I know we have a very tight locker room, and I think from day one it's just been exciting. We know what we have capable in that locker room, and we're just proving it now. And like I said, big stretch of games here, and we're looking to get some points this weekend.
I'm sure the team's looking forward to getting down to Florida for 2 weeks, but first off, 2 games against the Maine Mariners coming up here. What's the idea going into the weekend against another divisional opponent?
Like I said, big points. You're in that time of the year where 4 points against a divisional opponent can mean the most at the end of the year. So I think that's what we're looking for, not looking ahead, and get 4 points this weekend and have some good time in Florida, I guess. Enjoy the warm weather.
Railers forward Blade Jenkins. Thanks, Blade.
Yeah, thanks.
Standing alongside Railers defenseman Christian Krieger. Now, Kriegs, you just came back off the IR after a couple of months off. Your first 2 games back in Trois-Rivières this past weekend. Just tell us how you felt.
Yeah, it was good. Personally, I felt, obviously getting back into it's always tough with that much time off, but overall I felt good. It's always nice to come back and get a couple wins when you do get back in the lineup. So that was nice to have a good series in Trois, and then obviously come back and we have it's been a good schedule because we've had a lot of 3 and 3, so we had 5 of them in a row, and now kind of settle our schedule back, have the normal Friday, Saturday schedule for the next couple weeks. That should be good.
What were some of the things you're really focusing on in trying to get back as you made your return last weekend?
Yeah, I think just putting it all back together. It's always tough. You forget the little things and face-off plays and different kind of plays that we design consistently that you need to be sharp and ready to go for that. So really during the week was just getting ready mentally the most.
Now talk about this weekend coming up here a little bit more. 2 games against this Maine team that is still hunting in the standings as well as, of course, the Railers. Just talk about the games weekends.
Yeah, no, these are 2 important games in division rivalry. Obviously, we got to take the points from them because with it being so tight, like you said, every point matters.
And then just a little off subject here, as you've had some time here now in Worcester, you've been around for a couple of months. Just what have you thought about the city and your first full season going pro?
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. The food's been really good. Obviously been getting adjusted just living in Worcester, but no, everything's been really good. People are nice, and just been really enjoying it.
You say the food's good. Do you have a favorite spot around town?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but Nuovo Italian.
Okay, favorite thing on the menu?
Go-to would be spaghetti bolognese, but their rack of lamb is pretty good too.
The rack of lamb is good too. All right, there you have it. Railers defenseman Christian Krieger. Thanks, Kriegs.
Thanks, Tim.
That does it for today's episode of Railers Rundown. Puck drop between the Worcester Railers and the Maine Mariners coming up at 7:05 p.m. If you can't catch the game live here at the DCU Center, be sure to tune in on Flow Sports and on 98.9 Nash Icon, the Worcester Railers Radio Network.